have reached a break in the rainfall finally for the first time today. It is not raining, so I have made my way to the Baguio Botanical Gardens and head on in, check it out. It's a 100 peso entrance fee, so let's head in and see what it's all about. I think because it's been raining so heavily, it is dead today. There's a couple people scattered about, but not much. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I think you just kind of go in through this way here and then look around from there. I don't really know. I don't know anything about it. I just have heard of the botanical gardens here, so here we are. The sky has really let loose here. I'm just in the middle of the botanical gardens. It is beautiful, just surrounded with all these beautiful, vibrant plants and flowers. Honestly, the rainfall kind of adds to the vibe out here. All the beautiful flowers with the rain coming down, the clouds in the sky. That's the thing with the rain here. As much as it's not my favorite, it just kind of adds to the vibe. I'm not mad at it. Just a little bit of a last look there from the road, just heading out from the botanical gardens now. That was cool. Definitely recommend checking that out. I didn't spend too long, but it is beautiful, very well kept. Great place to walk around for a little bit. I'm now trying to make my way to the Mind View observation deck, and pretty much any of these jeepneys that pass, I think they're probably going to Mind View, but I'm just gonna walk it. I ended up walking like 26K yesterday, and would like to walk a good bit today as well. So, despite these terrible weather conditions, we're going for it. Hopefully we can make it there before sundown, because even though sunset still isn't for like an hour or something, it feels like it sets a lot earlier because it's so cloudy. The sun is gone sooner than it should be. All right, I have made it to the Mind's View observation deck, and it's kind of cool, like kind of eerie. It kind of feels like I'm not supposed to be here, because there's like the Mind's View Park up behind me that I just walked through, and all the vendors are closed. They're packing everything up. There is an entrance fee to get here, but there was no one at the gate, so I just walked in. The gate was open. I didn't see a sign saying not to enter or anything, so I don't know. I just came in, and now I have the whole observation deck to myself, and that is because there is a wall of fog. But actually, I've been sitting here a little while, and it kind of rolls in and out. Right now it's fairly thick. You can see down there a little bit down there, but it just comes and goes. Sometimes it is just a literal wall that you cannot see past at all, and then sometimes it opens up a little bit like it is right now. But it is pretty cool. I have the place to myself. There's a little kitty cat over there. But I'm sure on nice sunny summer days, this place is just absolutely packed, because this is a really cool overlook. I don't know all the details or history, but I think it used to be some gold and copper mines up here. I'm probably wrong on that, so don't quote me. I'll maybe look it up and put correct information up. But yeah, that's, you know, hence the name, the Mind's View observation deck, because I guess down in the valley here maybe is where the mining was at. I'm not entirely sure, but I did make it to the observation deck here, so that's good. I'm tempted just to stay here through sunset once it gets actually fully dark, but I'm worried they might close the gate at the entrance, because like I said, like 90% of the vendors are already packed up and gone. There's a couple of them that were still packing up, and I'm assuming they probably close that gate at night, and I'd rather not get trapped in here, so probably should head out so that so I'm not trapped in here. But this is really cool. I should have brought a snack or something. Would have been nice to sit here and have a bite to eat. Well, as much as it would be cool to hang out, I think I am gonna make my way out of here so that I don't get trapped. Hopefully no one yells at me for being in here. Again, there was no sign saying do not enter. The gate was open. And I would be happy to pay the entrance fee. There just was no one to pay the fee to. So this is what I was saying. It's just very, very dead in here. It'd be interesting to see how it normally is, but also kind of like having the place to myself. All the closed up vendors here that sell lots of beautiful plants and little cacti and stuff. Okay, off we go. Success, made it to the Mines View Park, Mines View observation deck. Now back to Baguio City. All right, on my way out here, I found this little restaurant just overlooking the view on the road down. And I figured, what the heck, I'm kind of hungry. Might sit down and get a snack. It's actually a Mexican restaurant. They have some Filipino stuff as well, but I ordered a chicken quesadilla, which I think might be more like a Mexican pizza type vibe, and a hot coffee, because this is just the perfect place to sit and have a cup of hot coffee. There's some beautiful lights up in the tree there. That's a fancy coffee place, Coffee Project. I've been to one before in, where was that? Vegan City. I went to a coffee project. It's a pretty fancy coffee place, but they certainly have a beautiful property there. This food is delicious. This is the best decision I could have made to sit here, enjoy some delicious food. It's my little chicken quesadilla, delicious fresh hot coffee, enjoy the evening. I don't always make the best decisions, but this was a good decision. All right, that's the spot. If you want some nice fresh coffee, good food, beautiful view, that's the spot. Check it out. It's right across from Coffee Project. There's a couple other restaurants there, like I mentioned, that I'm sure they're fantastic as well. In the 4 months that I've spent in the Philippines, I've eaten a lot of street food, but really not filmed much of it. So I figured during my last night here in Baguio City, I would go check out the night market. I haven't been there yet. I walked by briefly last night, but didn't actually check it out. I think there's supposed to be a bunch of great street food options there, so I figured this is a great opportunity to grab my camera, go make a little video of me trying some of my favorite street foods, maybe some new street foods. We'll just see what else is going on at the market. From what I know, this market runs daily from 9 p.m. till 2 or 3 in the morning. Today's a Tuesday at about midnight, so I'm hoping it's not too busy. It's also raining right now. Perfect. Thank you, sir. Thank you. First snack so far, some binatog. This is a favorite of mine. I love this. Anytime I can find it, I have to get it. So let's dig in. It's a super simple dish. It's just boiled white corn and then some condensed milk, shredded coconut, a little bit of sugar, and you just stir it up and enjoy. As expected, it's not busy here. It is super empty. A combination of weekday rain, all of that. I'm glad I came today rather than during the weekend because I appreciate there being less crowds. Perfect. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Another go-to of mine, which is quick. It's just breaded deep fried quail eggs. It's fantastic. You put some sweet sauce on there, some vinegar sauce, and just dig in. I would video me eating it, but I don't, well, let's see here. I'm holding both the food and the camera in one hand here, so. It's delicious. You just can't go wrong with quick. It's one of the street foods that I get most often, to be honest. Next food of the evening, some classic street barbecue from right there. This is also a go-to of mine. I got the classic pork barbecue right here, and then chicken intestine. These are probably the two most common you see around pretty much everywhere. It's great as always. You can't really go wrong with some pork barbecue. Nice char on there, some sweet sauce, some vinegar sauce. And then this one here is the chicken intestine. It is also quite good, not quite as good as the pork barbecue. I like the pork more because it holds more of that char on there, but the chicken intestine is also, they're just everywhere. So yeah, these are the two classic go-to barbecue skewers. Next up on the menu here is the beef pagar pagar. That is actually a dish I have not had before, but the guy here recommended it, so we're gonna give it a try. It's not necessarily like a traditional street food, it's just a local dish. You see it on the menu everywhere, but I have not had it before, so that'll be first time trying that. This is where I just had my barbecue from, so figured I'd try something else here. All right, my next dish is ready, the beef pagar pagar, something I have not had before. He ran out of rice, so having to eat it without rice. I think that might be criminal here in the Philippines, running out of rice, but that's okay, I don't mind. I didn't actually want the rice because I'm not actually starving right now, so let's dig in, give this a try. Once again, my filming abilities are very limited because I need my hands to eat, but this is it here, the beef pagar pagar. That is delicious. Very savory, a little bit of spice, put some chilies in there. Like I said, I have not had this dish before, so glad I gave it a try. That's very good, definitely one I would try again. So I was talking to the guy about this from, and it is kind of what I was expecting. Since it's rainy season on a weekday, it's very empty here, but it's kind of a double-edged thing because it's nice that there's not many people here, but that also means there's not many vendors. There's only maybe 50%, if that, maybe only 30% of like max capacity of vendors, and he said on the weekends it's always full. So I don't know, maybe I should have come over the weekend, but then it would have been really busy and a lot of people around, so I think it's okay. I'm still able to eat plenty of food, but this is just a fraction of how many vendors there normally would be. All right, the rain is picking up quite a bit out here. Quite a few of the vendors are actually starting to close up, even though there's not a lot of vendors there. A lot of them are closing up now. I just got myself another binatog for the road because it genuinely is one of my favorite things, and whenever I'm craving it, I can't have it, so I need to load up on it right now. Out here is the rest of the market. A lot of it is torn down or being torn down, but out here is all just like clothing and items and souvenirs, all the non-food stuff. Well, it looks like that about wraps my time up here at the night market. I've already made it off that street and I'm starting my walk back. This video definitely isn't a great representation of the Baguio night market because it's just kind of the worst conditions to represent the market. Most videos you see of the night market are probably gonna be during peak season, on a weekend when it's busy, crowded. So this kind of gives you an idea of what it looks like not during those conditions, when it's off season, weekday, wet, all of that stuff. All in all, I'd call it quite a success. The only thing that I was really hoping to get there that they didn't have was taho. That's one of my favorite kind of morning breakfast foods. I knew they probably wouldn't have it since it is really a breakfast food, but I was crossing my fingers. Sadly, no such luck. I'm definitely rambling on at this point, so I'm gonna put the camera away and just get this walk over with. I've got 1.5 kilometers to get back to my accommodation. So that's it. That's a quick look at some of my favorite street foods here in the Philippines. It's just a little peek into that. Hopefully, maybe later on, I'll do some more street food stuff whenever I am back in the Philippines in the future. But that is gonna do it for this one. I will see y'all later.